Ever feel like your money disappears faster than you can earn it? You're not alone. But what if I told you there are simple ways to take control of your finances? Money management is a tricky subject. For many, the topic is accompanied by a feeling of apprehension. Maybe you've put off saving for retirement for a bit too long. Or perhaps you're worried about not having an emergency savings cushion. Whatever your concerns may be, there's no time like the present to get a handle on your finances. It's best to get started as soon as possible on good financial habits. Today, we're diving into 10 powerful money management tips that will help you finally ditch the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle and build a secure financial future. Number 10, know your money priorities. Before budgeting, set priorities. Skip this critical stage and you won't buy into your financial plan. Focus is needed to match money goals with behaviors. That focus is your priority currently. Do you feel sick thinking about your credit card debt? Your top priority may be paying that down. Expert in personal finance, entrepreneurship, and more, Patrice Washington suggests aligning money priorities with principles. The largest categories should reflect what matters most to you, whether it's overseas travel or staying healthy. You can then save at maximum capacity for your priorities by cutting back on other categories. Maybe you wish to save for a wedding or a vacation. You may also wish to start an emergency fund to avoid being up a creek without a paddle when your car needs an engine overhaul or your pet needs surgery. Your top issues should be your first focus. Number 9. Determine your monthly pay. What gets measured gets managed, as the adage goes. Without knowing your monthly income, how can you manage your finances? Calculate your monthly income after taxes if you don't have a specific figure. If you receive a regular income as a salaried employee, this task will be simpler for you. Unemployed people might need to project their monthly earnings. After you have a figure, including any additional money from side gigs, perhaps you run an ad-supported blog, provide occasional babysitting, instruct a weekly fitness class, or both. Add whatever additional money you make to your take-home pay each month. Number 8. Track where you spend your money. It's time to investigate your personal finances. You will need to perform some financial forensics on yourself in order to have a complete picture of your spending patterns. Try keeping your spending to no more than 1 month's worth if it feels too much. Take out your bank statements, including ATM withdrawals, credit card statements, utility and housing bills, and any electronic payment histories like PayPal or Venmo. It's time to add up your spending. Use a spreadsheet or a good old-fashioned paper and pen. Sorting your expenditures into categories aids in the process. You could categorize purchases as needs, wants, savings, or debt, for instance. Alternatively, you might go into further detail and include categories like travel and transportation, entertainment, and food expenses. How much in the weeds you want to get is up to you. Once you've gathered all of your costs in one place, total each area to determine where the majority of your money is going. The amount of money you spend on eating out could surprise you. Alternatively, the ratio of your housing expenses to your income. Number 7. Have a plan. It's time to create a strategy now that you are aware of your income and expenses. Define financial plans match your spending patterns with your priorities. See the first money management guideline. Assume you are an avid exerciser. When you add up all of your costs, you discover that on average you spend money on new sports equipment, a yoga class card, and a gym membership each month. You won't have to give it up if you find it to be important. However, you will have to make other cuts in order to satisfy whatever priority you set, like for instance, an emergency fund. This could entail brown bagging your lunch rather than getting takeout with your coworkers or going food shopping at a bargain store. Perhaps you set up an auto deposit to a designated savings account called an emergency fund in order to reach your financial objective. That money vanishes after your paycheck is deposited, thus it cannot be considered spending money. It's up to you whether you want to pay for a budget application like YNAB or use an Excel spreadsheet instead. Number 6. Stick to the plan. After selecting a plan, stick with it for a minimum of 1 month. That much time is needed to see if it suits you. If you do anything less, you won't realize the advantages of monitoring your money. Thus, choose a budget that interests you, stick to it, and get started. It really is that easy. Washington advises you to surround yourself with visual representations of your objectives if that's what you'd like to do. To help you stay motivated to save for your next overseas vacation, you can post images of your ideal trip to help you visualize it. Number 5. Expect emergencies. No matter what your top priority is, you should have some liquid money on hand. Perhaps you're more worried with paying off your school loans than you are with setting up a sizable emergency fund. You don't need to save 6 months' worth of spending, so that's okay. But you should budget for a minimum of 3. One can never predict what could occur. A medical emergency, a job loss, or any number of other events could happen to you or your partner. Life happens whether you like it or not. It'll feel safer and a little more prepared if you have the money to handle issues when they arise. As it is, most situations cause enough stress. With the safety net of money, take one stress away. It is up to you how much money you save for emergencies. Perhaps you deposit all of the money you earn from side gigs into an account that you only access in dire circumstances. Alternatively, that's where gift cards or birthday money go. It might be as easy as setting up a tiny monthly auto deposit. You have the last say. Number 4. Save early and often. Regardless of your current priority, this rule applies. You can build interest sooner if you start saving early. To begin earning interest, you do not even require an investment account. The majority of the finest savings accounts are FDIC insured and offer interest. This implies that, unlike with a brokerage account, you don't run the danger of losing your money. Retirement is also covered by this rule. It is best to begin contributing to an IRA or 401k as soon as possible. Years may pass until you retire, but you still need to think about the future. If you get started as soon as possible, your money will increase the fastest. Number 3. Take advantage of free money. You don't want to undervalue the resources at your disposal. You should definitely utilize the 401k matching bonus if your employer gives it. It's gratuitous money. You should also check your health insurance policy. When part of the cost of contacts or glasses should be covered by your plan, are you paying for them out of pocket? There's a chance your employer provides a free gym membership. Utilize all the benefits your employer provides. You could end up saving a significant amount of money. Number 2. Relook your debt. Examine your overall debt load. Money management advice. No. 2. Can you refinance anything to get better rate? Transferring a debt to a credit card with a reduced interest rate can be the solution. Or it's student loan consolidation. It's good to go through your debt very carefully to see if there are any areas where you may make savings. Number 1. Find what works and keep doing it. Another popular financial management adage is, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Stay focused on your system and ignore new apps or contradicting financial advice after you've found one that works. The next big thing is always alluring to attempt, especially if it seems like it would be simpler, easier, or faster. But if you're in a groove where you're saving money, reaching your financial objectives, and accumulating stability, keep going. Your concentration will pay off. You will either manage money or the lack of it will always manage you, as financial advisor Dave Ramsey puts it. Taking control of your income and where it is going is the best approach to establishing financial stability. Once you have a plan, follow it. Of course, there will be moments when life takes you off path, but that's okay. A small setback here and there won't ruin your future financial success as long as you get back on track. So there you have it, 10 easy-to-implement strategies to transform your relationship with money. Remember, financial fitness is a journey, not a destination. Start with a few tips that resonate with you, and watch your confidence grow alongside your savings account. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more personal finance hacks.